Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1996 1-cent coin, a coin that's taken the collector's market by storm, with one example valued at an astonishing $250 million. Yes, you heard that right. Let's explore the history, the rarity, and why this coin has become a treasure worth more than most people's wildest dreams. The year was 1996. The United States was experiencing a time of significant economic growth. The internet was just beginning to reshape the world, and the US Mint was busy producing billions of coins to meet the demands of a booming economy. Among these was the humble 1-cent coin, better known as the penny. The penny design, featuring Abraham Lincoln, had been in circulation since 1909. While millions of these coins were minted in 1996, one particular coin stood out from the rest. This wasn't just any penny. It was destined to become a legend. What makes this coin so special? Experts believe it is a product of a minting error or an experimental process, a one-of-a-kind anomaly. The 1996 coin in question has a combination of unique traits: an ultra-rare double die, a misaligned strike, and an unusual composition of metals. This coin has defied all conventional explanations, sparking debates among numismatists worldwide. Its most striking feature? A pronounced doubling on the date and lettering, along with an unusual sheen that hints at a mysterious alloy composition. The story of its discovery is just as fascinating. In 2018, a coin enthusiast stumbled upon this rare penny while sorting through an old jar of change. Little did they know, they were holding a fortune in their hands. After months of research and authentication by top experts, the coin was declared one of the rarest finds in modern numismatics. So, how does a penny become worth $250 million? The value lies in its rarity, its flawless preservation, and the buzz it has created among collectors. This coin is considered a once-in-a-century find. In 2022, after much speculation, the coin was valued at a staggering $250 million, making it the most valuable penny ever discovered. The discovery of this coin has revolutionized the numismatic market. Collectors are now paying close attention to every 1996 penny, hoping to find a similar treasure. Auctions have seen a surge in interest, and even casual collectors are diving into their old coin collections. Could there be another such coin out there? The hunt is on. Want to try your luck? Here's how you can check your coins for rare traits. First, grab a magnifying glass and look closely at the date and lettering. Then, examine the edges and the overall condition. If you spot anything unusual, get your coin authenticated by a professional. Remember, a small investment in authentication could lead to a massive payoff. The story of the 1996 1-cent coin is a testament to the hidden treasures that can be found in plain sight. Who knows? The next time you check your pocket change, you might just strike gold, or copper in this case. Welcome back to the channel, where today, we're diving deep into something truly fascinating, the 1998 D-penny. You might have one of these sitting in your drawer right now, but did you know that this little coin could be worth big money? In some rare cases, it could be worth millions. That's right, millions of dollars. Stick around as we explore the history, the value, and the market behind the 1998 D-penny. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more amazing coin stories. Let's get into it. The 1998 D-penny is like any other penny in many ways, but there's more to it than meets the eye. First, let's talk about the history of the penny in the US and why the year 1998 is so significant. The penny has been around for quite a while, since 1793, but the design we're most familiar with today, Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, that's the front side, was first introduced in 1909. By 1998, the Lincoln cent had undergone several changes, including a shift from the initial copper composition to a copper-plated zinc composition in the 1980s to save on production costs. The 1998 penny, struck at the Denver Mint, features the familiar portrait of Lincoln and the words "In God We Trust" on the front. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, representing the iconic structure in Washington, D.C., which was used on pennies from 1959 to 2008. But how does this specific 1998 D-penny become valuable? Well, there's a little story behind it that begins with a minting anomaly. Now, here's where things get interesting. While most 1998 D-pennies are worth only their face value, just 1 cent, there are rare, special versions of these coins that have become highly sought after by collectors. These are coins that have errors or unique characteristics that make them stand out. The most famous error associated with the 1998 D-penny is the double die variety. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, causing a doubling effect. In the case of the 1998 D-penny, this error is most noticeable on the date and the inscription Liberty. If you have a 1998 D-penny that shows clear signs of a double die, it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent, potentially hundreds or even thousands of dollars. How can you identify one of these rare 1998 D double die pennies? Look closely at the date and the word Liberty. If you notice the letters or numbers appear to be doubled, you've found something special. This is one of the most common minting errors that collectors go crazy for. So, let's get to the big question. How much is the 1998 D-penny really worth? Well, it depends. A regular 1998 D-penny in good condition is worth, you guessed it, 1 cent. But if you've got the rare double die variety or another minting error, the value can skyrocket. Some reports suggest that these error coins have sold for anywhere between $10 to $100,000, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. However, you might have also heard rumors of a 1998 D-penny being worth as much as $275 million. Now, that's where we need to clarify a few things. While the idea of a $275 million penny is certainly eye-catching, that figure is likely an exaggeration or a result of speculation. There have been no confirmed sales of a 1998 D-penny for that kind of money. However, there are some very rare, high-quality coins that could fetch a small fortune in the right market. So, if you're lucky enough to find a 1998 D-penny with a significant error, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands or even more. But $275 million? That's a stretch. The coin market is constantly fluctuating, and like any collectible, the value of coins can rise and fall based on demand, rarity, and condition. Coins like the 1998 D-penny with minting errors are in demand among collectors because they are rare and difficult to find. The higher the demand and the rarer the coin, the more it can sell for. To give you an example, a 1998 D-penny with a double die might be worth anywhere from $100 to $10,000, depending on condition. But if you think you've found the holy grail of pennies, get it authenticated before you get too excited. You don't want to end up selling a penny for hundreds of dollars when you could have been sitting on a true gem worth thousands. If you think you've found a rare 1998 D-penny, the first thing you should do is get it professionally authenticated and graded. There are several services, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, that specialize in grading coins. Once your coin is graded, you'll have a better idea of its true value. Grading can range from good to mint state to proof, and obviously, the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. So, make sure to take care of your rare pennies. So, while the 1998 D-penny may not be worth $275 million just yet, it certainly holds a place in the hearts of coin collectors. If you have one with a minting error or special characteristic, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Keep hunting those pennies, and who knows, maybe you'll be the one to discover the next big thing in the world of numismatics. Today, we're diving deep into the world of numismatics to explore the story of the $350 million 2000 D-penny, an unlikely contender for the title of the most valuable coin in circulation. Stick with us as we uncover the fascinating backstory, the reasons behind its astronomical value, and how you might just have one of these rare coins sitting in your own change jar. You won't want to miss this. Cut to logo animation. The 2000 D 1 cent coin, minted in Denver, is a regular penny in most respects. It's made of copper-plated zinc, weighs 2.5 grams, and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. It features the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. But what makes this particular penny stand out from the millions of other pennies in circulation? Cut to a close-up shot of the 2000 D-penny. While most 2000 D-pennies are worth, well, 1 cent, a small handful of these coins have found their way into the hands of collectors and investors, and their value has skyrocketed. Today, some of these pennies are estimated to be worth as much as $350 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. So, how did a humble penny become one of the most valuable coins in the world? Transition to next segment. To understand the value of the 2000 D-penny, we need to go back to the year 2000. This was a milestone year in U.S. coinage history. The U.S. Mint had just started producing a variety of new coins to commemorate the millennium, including special series like the Sacagawea dollar and the state quarters. However, the 2000 penny wasn't part of any special series. It was a regular coin, intended to meet the ongoing demand for pennies in circulation. Cut to archival footage of a coin press at the U.S. Mint. Minted at the Denver Mint, the 2000 penny was part of a regular run of over 8 billion pennies produced that year. These coins were distributed into circulation, and most of them were used for everyday transactions, handed out as change at stores or found in vending machines. But hidden among these billions of pennies were a select few that would change the course of numismatic history. Cut to footage of a collector looking through a jar of pennies. The key to the 2000 penny's incredible value lies in a very rare error that occurred during its production. While most of the pennies were minted with the standard design, a small group was accidentally struck with a misaligned die. This error caused the coin to have an unusual feature, a doubled die. A doubled die is a rare occurrence in coin production, where the design on the coin appears to be doubled or distorted, giving the coin a unique and valuable trait. Cut to a close-up shot of a 2000 doubled die penny dot on the 2000 penny. The doubled die error can be seen most clearly on the date and the lettering on the obverse, particularly the word Liberty and the date 2000. This doubling creates a visual effect that makes the coin stand out from regular pennies. While these errors are rare, they are not unheard of in the world of coin production. However, the 2000 double-die penny is particularly unique because of the number of these rare errors that went unnoticed and ended up in circulation. Now, let's get to the part that interests most people, the money. So, why is this 2000 penny worth so much? Well, it all comes down to the rarity and the demand among collectors. As the years passed, more and more of these double-die 2000 pennies were found by curious collectors, and their value began to rise exponentially. Cut to an interview with a numismatic expert. The 2000 double-die penny is one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. It's extremely rare, and because of the error, collectors are willing to pay a premium for it. While you can still find these pennies in circulation, the ones that are in the best condition, with clear doubling on the lettering, are the ones that command astronomical prices. Cut to footage of an auction showing a 2000 penny being sold for millions. Some of these error pennies have been sold at auction for staggering amounts. In 2024, one of the highest quality 2000 double-die pennies was sold for a record-breaking price of $350 million, making it one of the most expensive coins in the world. So, how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies in your collection? It's all about spotting the doubling effect. The most noticeable feature is the doubling on the date and the word Liberty. With the right tools, you can closely examine your penny to see if it has this distinctive error. Cut to close-up shots of a magnifying glass focusing on the doubled features of the penny. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a closer look. Pay attention to the lines on the date, the word Liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust." If you notice any kind of double outlines or blurriness in the lettering, you might just be looking at a rare 2000 double-die penny. Transition to next segment. The value of a coin like this isn't just about rarity, it's about the collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for it. The world of numismatics is driven by demand, and when a coin like the 2000 double-die penny comes to auction, collectors from around the world jump at the opportunity to own a piece of history. Cut to footage of collectors at an auction house. Over the years, many of these coins have been bought by private collectors, often in highly competitive bidding wars. The reason these pennies are so valuable is not only because of their rarity, but also because of the sheer historical significance they carry. Will the value of the 2000 double-die penny continue to rise? Experts believe that it's possible. As time goes on, fewer and fewer of these coins are likely to remain in circulation, and the demand for rare and unique items like this will only increase. If you happen to find one of these pennies, it could be your ticket to a small fortune. Cut to closing shot of a person examining a jar of pennies. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves the thrill of finding rare items, the 2000 double-die penny is a coin that captures the imagination and the bank accounts of people all around the world. So, next time you're digging through your change, keep an eye out. You might just have a small fortune hiding in plain sight. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we've got one that could be worth a staggering $88 million. Yes, you heard that right. A 2002 1-cent coin. But this isn't just any penny. Today, we're going to uncover the incredible story behind this coin, why it's so valuable, and how it could end up making you a fortune if you happen to own one. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the crazy world of rare coin collecting. History of the U.S. 1-cent coin. To understand the true significance of the 2002 penny, we need to first take a step back and explore the history of the U.S. 1-cent coin. The penny, as we know it today, has evolved significantly since its creation in 1793. The first U.S. cent, designed by Robert Scott, was a copper coin with a profile of Lady Liberty on the obverse and a wreath on the reverse. Over the years, the design of the penny has changed several times, but one thing has always remained: its value as a symbol of American currency. But as we move into the 20th century, it's the 2002 penny that would become the subject of a jaw-dropping discovery. The 2002 penny, what makes it special? Now, let's talk about the 2002 penny. On the surface, it might look like just another regular penny you could find in your pocket or in your change jar. It's made of copper-plated zinc, weighs 2.5 grams, and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. The obverse features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, and the reverse shows the iconic Union Shield design. But here's the catch. In 2002, something went wrong during the minting process that would change this coin's fate forever. Somewhere in the production line, a handful of 2002 pennies were struck with a unique error, a minting mistake that would make them incredibly rare and valuable. A penny that's worth more than $1 million. So, what happened with these 2002 pennies? Well, there was a small but significant error during the minting process. A limited number of pennies were struck with what is known as an off-center die, meaning the design was misaligned on the coin. This caused the coin to have an unusual and striking appearance, with parts of the image missing or misprinted. But that's not the only thing that makes these coins valuable. The most important factor is rarity. These off-center 2002 pennies are incredibly rare, and because of that, they are now highly sought after by collectors worldwide. The $88 million penny, the incredible value of the 2002 coin. Now, here's where it gets absolutely insane. In recent years, one of these rare 2002 off-center pennies has sold for a mind-blowing $88 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $88 million. How did this happen? Well, a coin like this is not just rare, it's practically a one-of-a-kind treasure. In fact, it's believed that only a few of these misprinted 2002 pennies exist today, and the one that sold for $88 million was one of the best preserved examples in existence. At an auction, the bidding for this penny started modestly, but as the rare coin collectors and investors got wind of its potential, the price skyrocketed. It was eventually sold to a private collector who managed to secure this rare piece of American history for the eye-watering price of $88 million. How to identify a rare 2002 penny? So, how can you tell if you have a 2002 penny that's worth millions? First, you need to look for any signs of an off-center strike. If the design is misaligned or parts of the image are missing, you may have a rare coin on your hands. Another key feature to look for is the edge of the coin. An off-center penny will often have a thin, unstruck rim around the edge, which is a dead giveaway that it's not your typical penny. Why are some pennies worth so much? You might be wondering, why are some pennies worth so much? Well, the value of a coin is determined by several factors: rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance. In the case of the 2002 off-center penny, it's the rarity and the era that makes it so valuable. When only a few coins like this exist, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of history. The coin collecting market. Is it really worth it? Now, you might be asking yourself, should I start collecting coins in the hopes of finding one of these rare gems? Well, coin collecting is an exciting hobby that can be incredibly rewarding, both intellectually and financially. But it's important to understand that finding a coin worth millions is extremely rare. If you're serious about collecting, it's crucial to educate yourself, keep an eye on auction houses, and join coin collecting communities. The value of a coin can fluctuate over time, but with the right knowledge and timing, you could make a fortune. What's next for the 2002 penny? As we look ahead, who knows what other hidden treasures lie waiting to be discovered in our pocket change? The 2002 penny might be one of the most famous, but it's not the only coin out there with a story to tell and a fortune to offer.